Hello and welcome to another video on building the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 from EagleMoss and their Hero Collector. And today we've got the first special that has come out for this particular build, and it's the first two Proton packs. 1/8 scale, which go in the back on the gurney as shown in the picture here. The next two will have another two Proton packs and a ghost trap. But for this one, it's just the two Proton packs. Now, the specials are £19.99 each, and they're sent with, they were sent with issue 6 for me. So I'm going to be building those two today. Hopefully it won't take too long. There's a few parts to them and a few wires. Not everything's there. The ribbon cable's missing. The silver bit on the cyclotron there is kind of missing. But it has the labels, it has silver parts, and they're definitely the right shape. They have the wand and everything else that goes with it. So let's get to building this. So I need to go to the instructions, and I'm going to have to be doing this twice. So Proton packs, it says ghost trap. Obviously this is for the instructions for everything, but we don't have the ghost trap in this particular issue. But it's kind of nice to have these extra details that are going to go into the car. So make sure those are in the right place. Right, then let's have a look. So the main body, this actually looks pretty good. It's got all the detailing in there that you'd find on the actual pack, with the silver bit at the top. Now in Ghostbusters 2 that was black, so that's definitely pretty cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. There we go. It's got the red lights in the cyclotron there. It's got the labels on the bits and bobs around there. So that's pretty cool, actually. That's not, yeah, it's quite detailed, as you'd expect. But yeah, that's pretty nice. So the first thing we've got to do is put on the bumper, and that will go this way round, I believe, and that just of course fits right across the top. That'll fit like that. So we need an HP screw. So we even get the Alice frame, which is pretty cool as well. No straps, but I suppose this is just meant to sit. So we've got EP screws and we've got HP screws. So we need one HP screw to fit the bumper on. It even has the clip-art valve with a silver top there, but it doesn't have a sticker on that. No sticker on that. This has a guide hole in it as well. So that fits in the guide hole. Get the bigger O screwdriver for HP, I think. That just one screw that goes in there. Make sure it's straight. Just screw that in. Make sure it's tight, not too tight. There, and we have the bumper on. And the sticker goes on the right side. That's looking pretty nice. Shiny. So that's the bumper done. We then need the parts for the ion arm, which is this little piece here with that silver bit on it, and there's a bit that goes across the back there, and these two just fit together like so. That just fits on there, and then that's held together with two EP screws. So we get the two EP screws. This is pretty cool, having the Proton packs go in the back of the car. Really pleased with this. Alright, so we get one screw in. And the second screw. I can hold it on the screwdriver. Just make sure it's in tight but not too tight. Don't want to pull the threads. We don't want it coming apart. Right, so that's the ion arm done with the bits in the back with the two screws. They go here and here. And then that attaches to the pack. There's a little slot on the side there. And this has a piece there with two holes in it. That just fits in on the side. And of course this bottom bit on this bit is the power cell. But that just fits onto the side there, like so. So those are screwed together with EP screws. And that'll be two inside the pack. So just screw those in loosely and then tighten them up in a second. Now this is an all plastic part. This isn't metal. There we go. So there's the ion arm on there. Okay, so the next bit we need, there's a piece here, plastic piece, that looks like that. And we get that with there's a piece of hose in here. So that and this will fit together. There's only one hole on the side of this. And this hose piece is bendy, but it will ping up. It's like a little spring. See? Right, so that piece screws onto the back of the pack, kind of here, which is underneath the silver piece, and then that'll come around and go into this piece here. So I need to make sure that hose is in straight. that's in properly. And we need a HP screw for the back of this to hold that plastic part in place. So, right, I just need to make sure that that's not going to go anywhere. So we then put that HP screw on the back. Screw this piece in place. Like so, sure it's straight. So then you have that piece in there, here. That's sticking out, and that'll come round into the hose point there. It's like a hole for it. So you just have to bend that round and plop it in. Just make sure it sits in there. Get it all the way in. There we go, so that's now in. You can see it there. This little piece here goes into here. It just slots in, and that's part of the hose, and then obviously the other hose comes out the bottom of the pack here. It's for the wand. So that bit is done. We now need the wand here, which is also very well detailed. It's got some silver parts on it. Of course, it's got the cable there, the hose part. It's not bad. Right, so we take that, and it's going to have a piece underneath it. This rail piece. And that's just going to fit there. Right, so with the tapered end facing forward, and another HP screw for this one. Make sure that's in. Use the bigger screwdriver. That's screwed in, that's not going anywhere. We then have the clip-hard valve. Now this is on the pack with the R331. This is an R701. Slightly thinner. Tiny little part there, clip-hard valve. That then has to screw into. No, it just clips in. So that's good. So you find out the pin. Just push that in there. And this one has the text on it. It'd be nice if they'd done that on the pack. Put that text on that clip-hard valve so it just looks even better. But that one just clips in there, like so. We then have a piece of hose. Now, it says we need the short black hose. Now there's only one short black hose, and this is actually meant to be green. So it might be worth swapping out that piece for a green piece if you want to be realistic, a bit more movie accurate. But this bit just goes onto the end of this piece here and curls round onto the top. It's very difficult to show that because this piece is very small, and got to try and fit it on. There, that goes on pretty simply. Then curl that round, and it fits onto the pin at the top. Allegedly. Slide that down right to this base. I mean, that looks pretty big, so that might need to be clipped down. That looks big, and it's a little bit out of shape. But essentially, I mean, this piece is usually green. So there's that piece. Alright, so we now get back to the pack. So put that piece out of the way. There's also meant to be a piece that fits onto the gun, a little red piece. A loop onto the end. So, right, let's see what we've got to do here. Right, this is S1K, so I'm going to have a look into the parts here. There's S1K red. So take these parts. Picture. Okay. Right, so that's the two red parts. Yeah. Alright, so one fits on this central piece here. I've got to try and just wiggle these on without distorting them too much. There's a pin just to the side of this. I'll just push this down onto it. Like so. No, I'm doing that wrong, aren't I? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Alright, okay. It's tough to see. Oh, take that off. Goes down. There's some pins right down in the middle of this. There's two. One goes to the top, one comes down to the bottom. These are both the same size. So then you've got to get that wire onto that pin in there. See if I can do it with fingers. It's very hard to see because it's black. Very hard to see. So this is fiddly. Be worth getting some glue for this piece. But it's not going on there for love nor money. There's a pin also on the pack, cyclotron, for this piece. So let's see if we can get it up there first. Problem with these tubes is they do distort. There we go. Right, there's that one on. So then that comes down and twists around. It goes onto a pin. And this little piece here. I may need to cut this wire down. It's very long. That's meant to come around this Lippard valve. So if we just grab the scissors quick and we'll cut that, snip that. So if we measure that to come round this Lippard valve, short of that. I make the end of this a little bit bigger. using the end of the tweezers just to put that in. Silly difficult to see. I really enjoy this part because it's pain. There we go. Right. Oh, blimey. Yeah, this is very small black area. Right, and we're on, I think, from what I can tell. Right, so we're on with the first wire. Not the easiest thing to do, but there's two of these. So let's put the second one on, which is going to go on the inside pin. These pins are a lot easier to see on this side. Try and make that hole a bit bigger, just to start it off. Wiggle. Try the other end. Right. This is a very tight fit. As you can see, this is the amount of time you're going to need to spend on. You might be a bit better than me at getting these on. Right, so there's that one. That go under the hose this way. Cut a bit of that off, just so that wire's not flopping about. So I'd like to see them make this a bit better. A bit easier to go on the pins. Right, and we're on. So the next one that needs to go on is a black hose. That's the second one that goes on there. There we go, that's on. So this one comes down and over here. So we need to snip a bit off that because don't want it gaping. Right, so we've got those wires on. See the black one there and the two red ones. We've now got a blue one that fits around here, and we've got the two that go on the sides here. So we've got a blue and a red. Now I think the red one goes in front, from what I can remember. Yeah, it does. So we put the blue one on first, which is the back one, and this goes from the power cell into the cyclotron area. Now if you just give that a wiggle when it's on, just a nice round sort of wiggle, that's gone on quite nicely. But there's a lot of wire here, so we need to chop some of that off. You can kind of judge it just by looking. That's going to give a much neater fit. More gaping wires, so it'll look a bit cartoony. Then give that a wiggle as you push it on. So what you end up with is something like that. There, that blue wire. So it's on at the bottom, on at the top, and if you look, it's not gaping. You just cut that little bit off. Just to make these look a bit more realistic. I say realistic, but you know, more movie accurate, I suppose, is what we're after, isn't it? To some degree, as much as you can do. I mean, I'll probably weather this with a silver Sharpie later on to make it look scratched and a bit more metallic on the bumper and around the tack in certain areas. You could also put something on there that makes it look like rust. Paint this little blue line down for the power cell. You know, it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. So we'll just take a little bit off of there. Don't need to take much off of here. Just a few snips. Wiggle this part on to the pin. The two red and blue cables there. On the side, going from the power cell down into the cyclotron. Right, so now we have one more to go, which is this blue one. Now on the real pack, you have the blue one that goes from in here on this piece into a resistor. So it goes from this piece here with the red label on it into a resistor, out of the resistor over to the top of here. Then you have an outlet on this piece, a yellow one, which comes around and up here. Obviously you haven't got those in this particular build, so you wrap a blue wire around to kind of signify that. Now this pin on here is extremely small, so I'm wondering if you might need some glue, but we'll find out. It's tricky. Let's have a look on there. Another pin in a different place actually. Yeah, let's see. Right, that's definitely it. Right. It looks a bit perpendicular. That pin is so tiny. May have to use some glue on this. Don't know why they've made this pin unless it's broken. Yeah, it's not going on there. Let's have a look at the other one. Right, let's have a look at the other one, see if that's got a. Yeah, it's got a bigger pin. So that pin on this pack has been broken. So I'm going to have to contact them about that. Which is a shame. It's not quite been made properly, or it's broken before they put it in there. I can't see any black bit where that would be. So I might have to send this one back. Or I could just glue it. But we'll see. Because the hose then goes for the wand. It just fits in here. There's a bit of a cutaway. Fit the wand on, and then the back plate goes on. Which clasps that. And then you've got that attached. And of course you've got to find a way to attach the wand to the actual Proton pack. But that's some people have been using magnets for that, so we'll have to see. And I'm going to close this up and put these other bits on just to finish this for the best, what I can do for this pack. But I'm definitely going to have to contact them and say, hey, this one I received, the pins broke. And that's the first piece that I've received that hasn't been 100%. But, I suppose it happens. Not a lot you can do about it. Just have to contact them and see how they deal with it. I'm sure they'll be pretty good with it. So I'll just close up this pack. So And then we get the Alice frame, and that fits on like so. And that uses HP screws as well. It's the Alice frame for the Alice pack that they used for this. It's LC1 for the first Ghostbusters, LC2 for the second. There we go. And there we go. So there's the first pack almost completed. With the wand, which I'm going to get put a magnet in there so I can attach that to the side like that. Surprised there's not a way to do that. Interesting. But yeah, there's the first pack. So anyway, I don't need to do the second one, you get the idea, and you can see that. Obviously I'm going to have to contact them about that pin, which is broken, so I can't put the wire on. Or I could just glue it, couldn't I? But the second one's is okay. So there we go. Well, there needs to be a bit of red wire that goes on here and the end of the gun. I might change the black one out for a smaller, see if I can get a green one because that's more accurate. But yeah, there's your Ecto, there's your Proton pack. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to make the second one, and there's no point videoing that because it's exactly the same as the first. But then I'll have two little Proton packs all ready to go into the back of the car once it's been made in probably about 2.5 years time. But that's the special for 01 to build the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 from the EagleMoss Hero Collector. I should be getting another payment going out towards the end of the month and then on towards June for the next car build, so I'll be back with that. And until then guys, stay safe, enjoy yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll speak to you real soon. Take care, bye bye.
Thank you for watching another Gumbo's Flying Circus live stream. Don't forget to join the Discord channel. Like, share, follow and subscribe for regular updates, chat, screenshots and more. Your kind support is always greatly appreciated. See you next time for another Gumbo's Flying Circus live stream.